welcome back to Swatchfest. I'm so glad that you're here. Did you survive your Black Friday? I did not venture out at all on Black Friday, but Tim did, and he said it actually wasn't that bad. But that's probably because he didn't go to Walmart. I remember the one and only time I went shopping on Black Friday outside of my home, we went to Walmart, and it was crazy how people were acting. So just not my favorite. I just tend to stay inside my house or inside my neighborhood on Black Friday. There's so many online Black Friday deals that it's easy for somebody like me to still score some pretty sweet deals. So Swatchfest. I have a polish in every color of the rainbow for you today. We're going to swatch through them. This is a nice and relaxing video. Find something easy to do where you can just maybe have me on in the background, look up now and again and see some pretty polish. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with red. I have two polish pickup polishes today, and my first one is red. Let me tell you just a little bit about polish pickup. If you've been here for the past couple months, you already know what this is, but just in case you don't know, Polish Pickup is a website where you can go and shop from over 50 different brands at the same time. Each brand is creating a polish inspired by a particular theme. For December, the theme is holidays around the world, and the shop is only open for 4 days, and then after that those polishes are not going to be available anymore. So you can only get them at polishpickup.com and not at each individual brand's website. And then what happens is you shop between all the different brands, and it's $3 shipping for everything, and then at the end of the month the polishes are shipped to you. So everyone's receiving their November polishes now. I don't have my shipping notification yet, but I think that maybe one of the brands that I purchased from is just maybe getting their polishes there a little bit late. I don't know, that's my guess, because I have been seeing that people are already getting their polishes. So always very, very exciting. I have two polishes to share with you. I'm sharing them on this weekend's Swatchfest because next weekend is when you can shop for them. It's going to be Friday through Monday is when you can shop. So first polish up, we have this red from Colors to Carol. And this polish is called La Guerra del Tomate, the Tomato War. I'm going to read you a quick description of the inspiration for this polish. So La Tomatina is a festival that is held in the Valencian town of Buñol, a town located in the east of Spain, 30 kilometers from the Mediterranean, in which participants throw tomatoes and get involved in this tomato fight purely for entertainment purposes. Since 1945, it has been held on the last Wednesday of August during the week of festivities of Buñol. I'm sorry, I might be mispronouncing that horribly. So the Tomato War, this polish is a bright tomato red. It's kind of like an orangey red, Crelly with silver and gold micro hollow glitter, green to gold micro flakies, green shimmer, and cosmic hollow micro flakes. I got it opaque in two lovely coats. This polish is going to sell for $11 on the Polish Pickup website, and it's going to have a cap this month. And what that means is some of the polishes, some of the makers put a maximum on the number of polishes that they will sell. That way that they can pre-make them. And in December particularly, there's going to be a faster turnaround when you're going to receive your polishes, I believe, so that you can try to have them by Christmas. So that will make it so that these polishes will get shipped to the ladies in charge of Polish Pickup, which is Fair Made and Polish, by the way, and there won't be any delay. So if you really, really want this polish, which I'm sure you will, make sure you're there at the very beginning part of the sale. That way you'll be able to get this polish. That's what the cap means. So let's go ahead and swatch it. The next polish up today is from Color Club, and this is one of their mood changing nail lacquers. Now of course it's not really mood changing like a mood ring, it's just going to change color depending on the heat of your body or more the heat that you're around. This is going to change more drastically if you put your hands in cold water, for example, or in the freezer, which is some things I've tried before. I've tried a whole collection of their mood changing polishes before and I really wasn't that impressed. And then they came out with this line of mood changing polishes, and I love that the bottles have, I don't think it's a wrap. Is it a wrap? I think it's actually just the coloration. Yeah, it's like painted on there actually because it's slightly chipping on the back of mine. I picked this up at transdesign.com, by the way. I love anyway how the bottle shows what color is going to be shifting. So this purple here is actually the predominant shade. I was thinking that this pink was the predominant shade, which is why I put it in the pink spot. But for me, it's not. Maybe just because my body temperature is always hot. But it was purple and then it changed pink on the tips when I got cold, like when I put my hands in the freezer, for example, or under cold water. So this polish is called Everything's Peachy, but only peachy when you're really cold. And it was nice. Well, it was okay. Let me explain why. I like that it shifted better than the previous mood or, you know, mood changing polishes from Color Club. However, there were all these little pigment specks all over this polish. And believe me, I understand about pigment specks. Some mica pigments can be really, really hard to get absolutely thin enough that you can't really spot them on the surface of your nail. Some mica pigments just don't want to incorporate with your base, the base of your polish. So this polish does have those little bits on the surface, which, you know, I can handle. But when I'm trying to look at a polish and decide, you know, is this something I really, really like? For me, I'm not a huge fan of the mood changing polishes, and then just, you know, because of the bits and other things. I mean, it wasn't like I disliked this polish, it just wasn't really my favorite. I was glad that I picked one up though. I think this was $6 on transdesign.com, so also not the cheapest, not the most expensive either. What I'm trying to say is it was just okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and swatch it. I'm just gonna do 2 coats. This gets nice and opaque. This is Everything's Peachy. So I hope you all had a really wonderful Thanksgiving. I had such a nice time. My parents came out and my brother came out, and we mostly just spent the day together. I was thinking that they might stay the night, but they just stayed the day and then they left after dinner. But we had such a nice time. I did not end up cooking the entire meal like I told Tim that I would. I was like, I'll give you a break, but he's such a sweetheart and came in and rescued me with like every single dish that I wasn't really quite sure what to do with it, and did a lot of it himself as well while I was watching the kids instead. So yeah, that means that all the food tasted really good because he was cooking it mostly instead of me. It was our first turkey that we cooked like all the way together from start to finish. We didn't quite get it thawed out as much as we thought we had morning of, but actually everything turned out fine. Everything tasted great, and we actually had a blended family Thanksgiving, and I was just so pleased with the whole day, and I had such a great time, and I was just feeling really blessed to have all my family with me. So I hope that you enjoyed your Thanksgiving as well. If you don't celebrate that day, well, it was just another Thursday. I hope you felt blessed on that day as well, and maybe thought about the things in your life that you really appreciate. If you want to tell me a bit about your Thanksgiving, I would love to hear it. If you want to leave me a little comment in the comment section, also don't forget down there you can enter my giveaway, which we'll talk about later, and you can tell me what your A+ polish is. So let's go ahead and move on to orange. So this polish is mostly orange. It's gorgeous, like corally red orange, and I love this polish. This is one of my favorite OPIs actually. This is My Paprika is Hotter Than Yours, and I think I like this orange so much because it is kind of cool toned. It has a very delicate shimmer, which doesn't really show up at all. And it has a good formula. It wasn't 100% streak free, I have to admit, in 2 coats, but it was really good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and swatch it. My Paprika is Hotter Than Yours. Next up, I have a nice light yellow to swatch for you from Sally Hansen. This is the shade Mum's the Word. This is like a very light, powdery, lots of white in this daisy kind of shade. It's like, it's really, really kind of sweet. So because there's a lot of white in this, it has a higher chance of getting more opaque at 2 coats, which it does do a little bit better than some yellows. It didn't get absolutely opaque for me at 2 coats, but it did pretty good. So that's how we're gonna swatch for you today, is 2 coats of Mum's the Word. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I have my subscriber comment question for right now. This is from Doe-Eyed Girl 887, and she asks, this is a really simple question to answer, by the way. She says, why do all of you nail girls hold the bottles upside down? And I just saw myself in the viewfinder doing that with this bottle, and so I thought, well, this is funny. I'll go ahead and answer this question. So the simple answer for you is just that it's easier. It's easier for my hand to grip this little handle here than to hold the bottle like this. And the other reason, let me set my computer down. The other reason is when I'm holding the bottle like this, you can see the full color of that polish. I can turn it and twist it and you can see, you know, what the polish looks like. If I'm holding it like this, you know, I have to keep twisting my hand around like this. It's just, not as comfortable for me. And I just feel like my hand's in the way of you seeing what I'm talking about. I mean, I could go like this, but that's really awkward and I'm likely to drop the polish. So that's why I hold it like this. I cannot say why all the other nail girls, all of you nail girls, I can't say why everyone else does it. I haven't exactly noticed that other people do it. I just know that that's why my hand does that, is because it's easy and I can see in my viewfinder that you guys can really see that when I do that. You can't really see it as well when I do that, right? I mean, you can, but maybe not as well. I don't know. There's not an exact science for it. I just know that it just kind of naturally happens to me. And on my nails, I have a bunch of the polishes from Swatched, so yeah. They don't necessarily go perfectly together, but sometimes when I'm swatching the live swatches, I just leave them on because I'm like, oh, well, those are all so pretty. I just want to leave them there. Okay, I have green and blue next, and they're both indie polishes. So let's talk about this green first. This polish was an event exclusive at the July indie shop. So this one's not available currently unless you find it on a D-stash, but I still want to swatch it because it's gorgeous and a beautiful formulation. This is from Lavish Polish. If you didn't see my most recent D-stash, this is making me think of that because I had some of these polishes in that Helmer. I did a recent D-stash video. You can go check that out. I think I referred to it in last Swatchfest too because it was not this last week that we're in, but the last week. But in case you missed it, those are always fun. You get to see me swatch through my stash while I'm making decisions about what to keep and what to share with others. This polish is called Ocean Nymph. Let's get back on topic. This is a beautiful kind of sea green linear holographic. Beautifully holographic, and it also has the kind of mermaid scaly flakies in here that are shifting between purple to blue to like a cyan. And it's really beautiful, so I enjoyed it. I think that I swatched it at 2 coats, but I think that next time I wear it, I'm going to wear it at 3 coats because I think it just needed a little bit extra oomph. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. Next up, I have another polish that I picked up at that event. This is from Colors by Llarowe, and this is a polish that I either purchased from her or I swapped with her for, and this is a beautiful kind of sky or cornflower blue with some pretty beautiful shifty shimmer in there that's going from like a red to a gold. It's really, really pretty. This is called Dive Right In from the late summer 2017 collection. This one I definitely needed 3 coats on. It's just a little bit less opaque so that you can see the shimmer. As I've explained before, if it's too opaque, it's going to be hard for that shimmer to show up. So yeah, this is the kind of shimmer that's like infused where you can't even really see the particles, and I think it's also holographic. Yeah, I think so. So I'm trying to remember right here as I look at it. I can't see the holo very well in indoor lighting, but as you know, that's going to show up a lot better outside. So let's go ahead and swatch it. We're going to do 3 coats. Let's talk about makeup for a minute. So today on my face, I am wearing the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch in Porcelain Ivory. That's shade 10. I'm just gonna put it in my pocket as I'm done talking about it. I actually bronzed a little bit today, which I never ever do. And I used this Chocolate Soleil, which is not really a good bronze shade for my skin tone. So I like barely touched into the pan, and I just took it like right here on the edge of my hairline, just a little bit. So anyway, there's that. I mean, I have it, and I can't even remember why I have that actually, because I didn't purchase it. I think I got it in like a favorites bag or something. So I'm like, well, I should use it, even though it's not the right color. What the heck? So this is the Milani Tea Rose, right? Tea Rose powder blush. That's what's on my cheeks. And then I remembered to get out my Morphe palette, the one Morphe palette that I do have. And this is the 35OS, and it's just a lot of warm shimmers. So I believe the 35O is probably, after using this, I've actually only used this I think 2, maybe 3 times. After using this, I think just the regular O palette would be what I want, because this has a lot of beautiful shimmers, but I need a few more mattes to go along with these shimmers. I mean, that's so many shadows in there. I had to dip into my Renaissance palette to get just a little bit of transition color. I actually used this shade here for my highlight on my cheekbone today, and then I used this one all over my lid to get started with. And then I put this yellow here, it's like a gold, not a yellow really, all over my lid. And then I went in with this darker one down here, and it was Fallout City. That was a messy eyeshadow. It's gorgeous, but it's, I mean, I can even see it right now. It's getting all over the place. It was pretty though, but it was a little much. And then this one here is like a beautiful duochrome orangey peachy thing that I just put on the very inner third of my eye. And that's what I went with today. I actually really like that duochrome shadow. I gotta swatch the rest of these and see if there's any more duochromes in here. I can't tell right off the bat that there are, but I really like that. And then on my lips, see, is it in my other pocket? It's in my other pocket. I just have this lip liner all over my lips today. It is Rimmel Exaggerate in the shade Epic, number 45. So that's the makeup that I played with today. Speaking of makeup, one of the only Black Friday deals that I actually did go to, well, not go to, I went to their website, and a couple of the things I was wondering if I should wait until Monday, because I didn't really see sales on their website. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait till Monday and see if it shows up on Monday. But one that I did take advantage of was a Juvia's Place Black Friday sale. And I think I got a 16 pan palette for like $19 or $20 or something, and that included shipping. And I've been wanting to try their shadows for a while, so I'm excited to get that. I think I got the Magic palette. And then we did go ahead and shop for some kids' Christmas gifts. And then the other thing I got was a new SD card for my camera. So I'm looking here, I'm like, how much time do I have left? Usually it only holds 2 hours, and I'm looking at it now, it's like, you have 7 hours and 40 minutes left on this SD card. I'm like, okay. And speaking of Black Friday deals, don't forget that the Moonshine Mandy Black Friday deal is still on. It's going through Monday. And also, speaking of Cyber Monday, the Black Friday deal for my website will not be changing on Monday. Just in case you were wondering if it's changing up for Cyber Monday, it's not. You can shop now and not have to worry that the deal is going to change on Monday and you're going to say, shoot, I should have waited till Monday. So basically, just to remind you of those deals, my website is marked off 30% off of all the products on there, including last year's holiday collection if you wanted to shop for any of those that you missed when they were retired halfway through this year. There's some pretty awesome linear hollows in there and some fun holiday shades. So that is going on. Also, I'm offering a free limited edition Black Friday polish that I made just for this event, and that will automatically be sent in your order. You don't have to like worry about putting a code or anything. It's not going to show up in your cart, but I'm putting it in every order that meets the minimum order of $30. And don't forget, free shipping if you have a $50 purchase. So lots of fun deals right now. It's detailed all on the top of my website. So I hope you go check it out. Let's move on to purple. Okay, so purple is another one of these transforming top coats. I think this might be the last one that we have to look at from Simple Colors. I'm actually glad that I picked these up. I think that overall, a few of them didn't quite work for me. I guess the formulation was just probably a little bit different based on pigments. This one was another one that worked well, and yay, it's the purple one. So I put this over the yellow. Yellow, purple, it was so fun. This is called Punk the Town. So this is the one that looks like you're spraying something with like hairspray, where it puts the little holes, or, you know, kind of separates. As you put it on, you have to put it on over a very wet painted nail. So let's go ahead and swatch it. I really liked it. You only need one coat. I think it's fun. Next up for neutral, this is kind of neutrally. It's this beautiful multi-chrome from Julie G. Why couldn't I think of that? It looks like that very popular cult classic from Chanel that shifts from a gold to a green. This shifts a lot better in the bottle than it does on the nail. I think that multi-chromes have just come a long way, maybe since these first multi-chrome polishes were made. To where you can get them pretty shifty now, especially if you don't make them like ultra opaque. This is really nice and opaque at 1 to 2 coats. I'm not saying that this isn't shifting because it's opaque. You can still have an opaque multi-chrome. I just think that maybe the components have, you know, slightly changed. I'm not really sure, but in any case, let's go ahead and swatch it. It is still very pretty, but mostly I just see that gold in this polish, and this one's called Universe. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay guys, so it's time to pick my Swatchfest winner from last Saturday. So if you haven't been to Swatchfest in a while and you're just joining us today, I have been picking my Saturday Swatchfest winners during Swatchfest each week as a little kind of fun lottery drawing kind of event during the Swatchfest. It's fun for me, and you guys said you liked it, so I'm continuing to do it. So if you don't know, every Saturday I give away 6 random polishes from my stash. It could be polishes that I actually swatched in today's video that I just decided weren't for me. It could be polishes from months ago that I had the same experience with, or they're polishes that I've maybe been holding on to for a year. Polishes don't go bad that easily, by the way, you guys, and if they do get kind of thick, you can just add thinner. Thinner, you can find that at Sally Beauty, for example. So they're polishes that I'm ready to part with and need to make space for all the other polishes that I'm reviewing and things like that. So I send out 6 random polishes to a subscriber. You do need to make sure you're subscribed, and to enter you just leave a comment in this video And right now I'm picking a winner from last video's comments. So what I do is I look at how many comments there are, which last week there were 173. And then I'm going to put this into a random number generator. Number generator? Well, that almost didn't come out. Okay, so I have my random number here, and I'm going to look back at the comment section. I will pick to either count down from the top of my list of comments, and I believe that people's comments are kind of generated differently. As far as I can tell, I don't think that we all have them in the same order. Or I will choose to go from the bottom sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and find the number comment, and then what I do is I have to check and make sure you're subscribed. So sometimes you can be subscribed, but you still won't win if your subscriptions aren't public, because I can't tell if you're following the rules. So I just need to make sure you follow the rules, because that's the stipulation of my my giveaway each week. So just be subscribed, leave me a comment letting me know you want to enter. So let me go ahead and find that person now. Okay, I have last week's winner, and thank you for making your subscriptions live. Our winner is Elizabeth Vermouth. I have put your name up here on the screen. If you are my winner, Elizabeth, please contact me. Just send me an email to the email I have listed in the description bar below, my business email, and let me know that you're the winner now after hearing me call out your name. And then you and I are going to have a little dialogue, and I can find out what kind of things you like and where to send your polishes. So Elizabeth, by the way, told us last week that she watches Christmas Vacation every year, because last week we were talking about our favorite Christmas movies. So, yes, thank you and congrats to Elizabeth. Yay. That's it for the giveaway. Let's go ahead and move on to our last two polishes. Okay, so these days I often pull out an OG glitter. I almost said micro glitter. Could be any kind of glitter for my glitter spot, because I just don't buy a lot of glitters naturally, and if they have a little bit of glitter in it, sometimes it'll, you know, be in its color spot rather than in the glitter spot. So China Glaze has so many glitters. I pulled out another one from them for this Swatchfest. This is a silver and red glitter in a clear base. There's nothing like too incredible about this polish, but the red is very nice and bright, and this definitely could be a holiday glitter for you. So I wanted to swatch it for you today. This is Love Marilyn, and like I said, it's just red and silver. The red glitters are smaller, the silver are bigger, and you could wear this over not really anything, but almost anything. So let's go ahead and swatch it. This gets a lot of glitter out at just one coat. You'll see. Okay, so last up, I always do an A+ polish, and basically instead of giving every single polish a grade, like I could do that, but I don't often remember to give things a grade. Like that Love Marilyn polish, I probably would have graded it like a B. And that doesn't mean it's a bad polish, that's just like my personal, how much I liked it, you know, like A to F, and I don't think I've hardly ever given an F. I rarely give out grades anyway, as you guys know, but in my A+ spot, basically this is just the polish that I found myself wanting to wear the most this week out of all these polishes, and I feel a little bit like a heel because this week the A+ polish is a Moonshine Mani polish, and if you don't know, that's my personal brand. But I wore this polish a lot this week, and I liked a lot of these other polishes as well, so this isn't the only A+ polish this week. It just happens to be the one that we're going to put in this spot right here. So I do really love this polish. This is the polish that I'm releasing for Polish Pickup. I was talking to you guys about that at the very front of this Swatchfest. How funny. Bookends. We're like bookends of this Swatchfest. I didn't even really think about it like that. So same as the Colors de Carol polish, this will be available only at polishpickup.com from December 1st through the 4th. That's a Friday through Monday, and you won't be able to find it on my website or anything after that. So like I mentioned before, for this month's theme, we did holidays around the world, and I guess I'm kind of feeling in like office kind of mood, administrative professional kind of mood, because my Christmas collection is themed off of the television show The Office. And this polish is, I'm celebrating Administrative Professional Day. So basically that, what used to be called Secretary's Day, but you know, that, you know, the umbrella is much bigger than that. So I wanted to create something that's like office friendly-ish. This is a gray shade, so you could call it a gray, but it has a lot of beige and rosy undertones in there, so that's why it's more of like a gray shade, but it's predominantly gonna look gray, I guess I would have to admit. But as you turn your hand, because it has multi-chrome products in there, you're actually going to be able to see all the gold and the rosy shimmer. So this polish is called 9 to 5. Aside from Administrative Professional Day, I was also inspired by one of my favorite films, 9 to 5. It has 3 amazing superhero women in that movie. And so I took that picture and just the whole feeling of the movie as inspiration as well. I'll pop the picture up here. So this polish, like I said, it has that grayish base, but it also has multi-chrome shimmer that's rose to gold to green multi-chrome shimmer. You're mostly going to be seeing the red rose kind of shade, but definitely as you tilt your hand, the shimmer changes and you don't see the rose anymore and you're instead seeing the gold and the green. It's not super strong like in Ragnarok, for example, because the amount that I put in this one is far less than in Ragnarok. That's what makes a multi-chrome polish a lot more multi-chrome or barely multi-chrome where it just looks like shimmer. It depends on how much you put in there. So this also has 2 kinds of shifty flakies. It has multi-chrome flakies that are shifting between purple to blue to like green. But it also has like the fish scale kind of mermaid scale flakies in here that are shifting from like a pink to a gold to green. So there's lots going on in here, but it's still very office friendly. I love it. It's a beautiful little speckled gray, and I'm going to swatch it for you in 2 coats. Oh, I forgot, it's also linear holographic. So when you go outside, it's not like ultra strong like swirly twirly gumdrops on my website, but it does have that linear holographic in there, so it's adding that extra element for you when you're outside. Okay, so there's a lot of things in this polish. It's only available at Polish Pickup from the 1st to the 4th, and this will retail for $12, and I'm not going to have a cap on this. I'm just going to see how it goes. It's really hard to tell what you guys like from month to month, so yeah, we're just going to see how it goes. I really hope you guys like it. Let's go ahead and swatch it. Speaking of my holiday collection, you guys, don't forget to stop back in on Tuesday. I'm going to do the live swatching of it, and the collection's going to go live on Wednesday. I'm not doing it on the weekend because there's just so much going on with Polish Pickup and everything that's why we're releasing it on Wednesday. But yeah, it's themed off of the television show The Office, and specifically off of the holiday party episodes. And not every year, but almost every year they did a Christmas party in the office, and it was always just crazy, and there was always, you know, stuff that's going wrong, and super cute. So the collection is called The Office Holiday Party. There are 6 polishes, which you will see on Tuesday, and I think I'll flash up some pictures of them for you here now. And I'm also releasing a 1st anniversary polish, so I'm officially a small business owner for 1 year. Moonshine Manny has been around for 1 year now. We released our Christmas collection, our Buddy the Elf collection, which is on the website right now for a short time restock this time last year. So I made a polish to celebrate, and in that video on Tuesday I'm also going to swatch that polish for you too. It's a beautiful light soft kind of bluey purple with flakies and shimmer, and yeah, I really like that one too, and it was for my anniversary, so I made a purple polish, you guys. I couldn't help myself. I think that's all we really need to talk about today, you guys. I love you. I'm so glad that you came by to hang out with me today. I really appreciate you giving me your time. You don't know really what that means to me. I read your comments, and I see those of you who have been with me for years, and I just love that we have this space that we can just be ourselves together and just be nutty about nail polish, and none of us cares that you like nail polish a crazy amount. I'm gonna go ahead and say crazy. So, yeah, you guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you checked out my Clarissa Carroll video from yesterday. Her holiday collection is currently available. That went up yesterday, so don't forget to check that out. On Monday, we're going to be probably looking at the SE holiday collection. Tuesday, the Moonshine Manny holiday collection, and then we'll go from there, you guys. So have a super duper day. Thanks for stopping in today, you guys. I really love you a lot. Take care. Bye.